Hello everyone, welcome back to Senior Health Essentials, your go-to channel for practical, science-backed tips to help us all live longer, feel stronger, and stay sharp through our golden years. Have you ever believed that taking a daily walk around the neighborhood was enough to keep you healthy and strong, especially after turning 70? It's a common thought. After all, walking feels safe, natural, and easy on the body. Many of us grew up hearing that walking was the best medicine, and it is helpful in its way. But what if I told you that after a certain age, relying only on walking might actually be doing you more harm than good? Yes, you heard that right. What if the activity you trust most is quietly allowing your muscles to shrink, your balance to weaken, and your joints to become stiffer by the day? I know this might sound shocking, or even a little offensive if walking has been part of your daily routine. But stick with me, because in the next few minutes, I'll share 5 powerful practices that seniors need after 70, practices that most people have never heard about, yet they are the very keys to staying mobile, independent, and full of life. So let's talk about a belief that's been passed around for decades. The idea that walking is the golden ticket to healthy aging. Now, before you get the wrong impression, let me be clear. Walking is good. It gets the heart pumping, clears the mind, and gives us fresh air. There's no denying the mental and emotional benefits. A peaceful morning stroll can be a beautiful ritual. But after 70, something changes. Our bodies require more than what walking alone can provide. Here's why. As we age, we naturally lose muscle mass, a condition called sarcopenia. It begins subtly in our 40s, but after 70, it accelerates quickly. You may not notice it right away. One day you're carrying groceries with ease, the next, you're struggling with a bag of potatoes. And walking, while helpful for cardiovascular health, doesn't stop this muscle loss. It doesn't rebuild strength. It doesn't challenge your balance systems or protect your joints in the way you might hope. In fact, if walking is the only exercise you do, your body may be quietly becoming more fragile, while you feel like you're doing everything right. Let me tell you about Margaret. Margaret is 75 years old. She walks every day, rain or shine. For years, she felt confident that she was staying fit. She even turned down invitations to exercise classes, saying, "I walk every day, that's enough for me." But something changed last year. She noticed that getting up from her favorite recliner took more effort. Carrying her groceries up the front steps made her short of breath. Her knees ached, and she felt unsteady in the shower. Still, she thought, this is just aging, right? Wrong. Margaret wasn't lazy or weak, but her muscles were slowly fading. Walking simply wasn't giving her body the stimulus it needed to stay strong. She was aging faster, not because of her years, but because her routine was incomplete. And Margaret's not alone. In fact, studies show that after 70, if we don't actively work on strength, balance, and flexibility, we lose about 15% of our muscle mass each decade. That might not sound like a lot, until you realize that it's the difference between living independently and needing help to get out of bed. Here's the turning point. Medical experts now say walking is just the start. What you need is a well-rounded movement routine that addresses all the systems responsible for mobility and independence. There are 5 key areas. Strength training. This is about building muscle so you can lift, carry, and move through life with power. And no, you don't need to lift heavy weights. Resistance bands, light dumbbells, or even bodyweight exercises can work wonders when done right. Balance drills, simple exercises, like standing on one foot or shifting your weight side to side, retrain your body to prevent falls. Falls are the #1 cause of injury for older adults, and most are preventable. Flexibility work, stretching isn't just for athletes. Gentle movements that keep your hips, knees, shoulders, and spine limber are essential for everyday tasks like tying your shoes or turning in bed. Core and posture training. Your core isn't just your stomach muscles. It includes your back, hips, and pelvis. A strong core supports your spine and helps you stand tall, breathe better, and move with confidence. Joint-friendly movement. Think swimming, cycling, or Tai Chi. These are low-impact exercises that protect your joints while keeping your body in motion. And here's the kicker. This kind of movement doesn't just make life easier. It may actually extend your life by reducing inflammation, improving circulation, and boosting brain health. Now, you might be wondering, isn't this a bit much for someone in their 70s or 80s? Let me gently challenge that. You are not too old to build strength. You are not too late to improve your balance. You are not past the point of change. In fact, your body is waiting, right now, for you to give it what it needs to thrive. You don't have to run marathons or go to the gym 5 days a week. You just need a plan that includes these 5 essentials and the willingness to start one small step at a time. What could that first step be for you today? Maybe it's standing up from your chair without using your hands. Maybe it's doing a few leg lifts while brushing your teeth. Maybe it's saying yes to that yoga class you've been curious about. Or maybe, just maybe, it's picking up a can of soup and lifting it overhead a few times. The point is, walking is lovely, but it's not the whole picture. And if you're serious about staying independent, avoiding falls, and enjoying your golden years with energy and ease, then it's time to go beyond the sidewalk. Let's rewrite what aging looks like, together. In the next part of this series, we'll dive into the very foundation of it all, strength training. And don't worry, it's not as intimidating as it sounds. You'll hear the story of a man who started building muscle at age 78, with nothing more than soup cans and determination. And what happened next might surprise you. So stay with me. Your strongest, most vibrant years could still be ahead. Have you ever noticed that, even after faithfully doing your daily walk, some simple things still feel harder than they used to? Maybe lifting a grocery bag leaves your arm shaking. Or getting up from the couch takes more effort than you'd like to admit. You might pause halfway through climbing the stairs to catch your breath. And you wonder, but I'm walking every day. Isn't that supposed to keep me fit? Let me introduce you to Michael. Michael is 74 years old. Every morning, he took a brisk walk around the neighborhood. Rain or shine, he was out there. Neighbors admired his dedication. He thought he was doing everything right. But then, one day, Michael tried to lift a box of books. Not a heavy one, just something he'd have handled easily 10 years ago. But this time, it felt like he was hauling a truck. His arms trembled. His knees wobbled. He had to stop halfway and ask for help. That moment stayed with him. At his next doctor's appointment, he shared what happened. And the doctor looked at him kindly and said, "Michael, what you're experiencing is normal at your age. But it's not inevitable. You're losing muscle. And walking alone isn't enough to stop it." That conversation changed everything for Michael. You see, there's a name for what he was going through. It's called sarcopenia. It's the age-related loss of muscle mass and strength. And it doesn't just make you feel weaker. It makes daily life harder. It raises your risk of falling, makes your joints more vulnerable to injury, and even affects brain function and independence. Most people don't even know it's happening until one day they can't open a tight jaw or struggle to lift their grandchild. Here's the thing. Walking is wonderful for the heart and lungs. It keeps us moving and clears the mind. But it doesn't provide enough resistance to build or even maintain muscle. That's where strength training comes in. Now, don't worry, I'm not talking about joining a gym or lifting heavy weights. In fact, Michael didn't do any of that. He started right in his living room. While watching the evening news, he'd do a few bodyweight squats, slowly lowering into a chair and standing up again. He'd hold soup cans and do simple bicep curls. He used a resistance band tied to a doorknob to do gentle rowing motions while seated. It didn't look like much, but within just a few weeks, something incredible started to happen. Michael felt stronger. His balance improved. He could carry laundry up the stairs without feeling winded. He no longer hesitated to pick up his great-granddaughter. And one day, he even twisted the lid off a stubborn jar without calling for help, and smiled like he'd just won the lottery. That's the quiet power of strength training. It's not about looking like a bodybuilder. It's about giving your body the tools to live fully and age actively. So, if you've ever struggled to get off the floor, open a heavy door, or carry a basket of laundry without needing to pause, that's your body telling you, I need more strength. Here are a few easy, safe exercises you can start today. No equipment required. Wall push-ups. Stand facing a wall. Place your hands shoulder-width apart and gently push yourself away from the wall and back in again. It's like a traditional push-up, but much easier on the joints. Chair squats. Stand in front of a sturdy chair. Lower yourself down slowly like you're going to sit, then stand back up. This builds leg and core strength. Resistance band curls. If you have a light resistance band, sit in a chair, loop it under your feet, and curl your arms upward. If not, use a pair of soup cans. Lift everyday items, laundry baskets, milk jugs, even a bag of rice. These household objects can become tools for building strength, safely and effectively. These small movements, done consistently, will lead to big changes. Why does it matter so much? Because when your body is strong, your balance improves. Your energy increases. You sleep better. Your mood lifts. Your mind sharpens. And yes, studies even show that regular strength training can extend your life and lower your risk of disease. Here's a little test. Try standing up from a chair without using your hands. Can you do it easily? Or does it feel shaky or difficult? If it's hard, that's not a sign of failure, it's a sign of opportunity. Your muscles are asking for attention. And it's never too late to answer. Even 5 minutes a day can make a difference. You don't have to be perfect. You don't need fancy gear. You just need to begin. Let me ask you something. What would change in your life if you felt just 20% stronger? Would you walk farther without needing to rest? Would you finally sign up for that dance class? Would you say yes to a family hiking trip or pick up your grandchild with confidence? Those moments matter, and they're within your reach. Michael's story isn't rare, it's real, and it can be yours too. So today, I want to encourage you to start small. Maybe it's one chair squat. Maybe it's lifting a water bottle a few times while watching TV. The point isn't how much you do, it's that you do something. And you build from there. Because strength, after 70, isn't just a luxury. It's your ticket to freedom. Before we wrap up, I'd love to know, what's one area in your life where you'd like to feel stronger? Let me know in the comments by writing. Strength 70 plus, I'll be cheering you on every step of the way. And don't forget to subscribe because in the next video, we're tackling a topic that doesn't get nearly enough attention, balance. We'll uncover why walking doesn't protect you from those sudden stumbles, and how a few minutes a day can prevent life-changing falls. This is about reclaiming your strength, your confidence, and your joy. Not someday, but today. You've got this. Have you ever been walking down the street, maybe stepping off a curb or turning too quickly, and suddenly, your body jolts to catch itself? Your heart races. Your arms flail a bit. And for a second, you think, how did I almost fall just now? It's a scary moment. And if it hasn't happened to you, chances are you've seen it happen to someone close to you. The truth is, those near falls, those moments we brush off, are loud warning signs from our body. They're not just bad luck or old age. They're telling us something critical is missing. Balance training. Now, let me ask you a tough question. Have you been told that walking every day is all you need to stay fit after 70? Well, what if I told you that walking, while helpful, might be giving you a false sense of security? Because walking, on its own, doesn't strengthen the tiny, crucial muscles in your feet, ankles, hips, and core that actually keep you stable when the ground gets unpredictable. Let me tell you about Jimmy. Jimmy is 76. Every morning, like clockwork, he laced up his sneakers and walked 2 miles around his neighborhood. He felt proud. He was moving, breathing fresh air, staying active. But then one afternoon, as he stepped down from a curb, his ankle wobbled. He almost went down. A bystander caught his arm just in time. It shook him up, not just physically, but emotionally too. That near fall made him realize, I'm not as steady as I thought. At his next doctor's appointment, he mentioned what happened. His doctor nodded and said something that stuck with him. Jimmy, walking is great, but it doesn't train your balance muscles. That moment was a wake-up call. So Jimmy did something that most people never think to do after 70. He began training his balance on purpose. Now, you might be wondering, what does balance training even look like? Do I have to stand on one foot like a circus act? Not at all. In fact, some of the most powerful balance exercises can be done in just a few minutes a day, right in your living room. Here are 3 simple exercises you can start today. Single leg stands. Hold onto the back of a sturdy chair. Stand on one foot for 10 seconds, then switch. This gently trains the stabilizers in your feet and legs. Heel-to-toe walking, like walking on a tightrope. Place one foot directly in front of the other, heel to toe in a straight line. Focus on control. Controlled weight shifts. Stand with feet shoulder width apart and slowly shift your weight from side to side. Feel your ankles, hips, and core engage. These aren't flashy moves, but they retrain your body to stay upright when life throws you off balance. They improve your reaction time and make everyday movements, like turning quickly or stepping sideways, safer and more natural. Now, let's talk about joints. Do you ever wake up in the morning and feel stiff? Like your body forgot how to move overnight? That's exactly what happened to Isaac. At 73, he walked every morning. But he told me, I still can't bend to tie my shoes without groaning. His back was tight. His shoulders ached. It felt like his body was aging faster than he could keep up. So he added just 5 minutes of flexibility work to his routine. That's it. Every morning, before breakfast, he did neck rotations, slowly turning side to side, shoulder rolls, gentle circles to ease tension, knee to chest stretches to release the lower back, ankle circles, loosening the base of balance. It didn't take long, just consistency. And within weeks, he said, I feel 10 years younger in the morning. That stiffness started melting away. His body moved with more freedom. You see, balance and flexibility go hand in hand. One keeps you stable, the other keeps you fluid. But there's more. Let's not forget the core, one of the most underrated parts of the body when it comes to aging well. A strong core doesn't just help you with posture. It prevents back pain. It helps you sit, stand, twist, and even breathe more effectively. And yes, it helps prevent falls. Some great core activators for seniors include wall stands. A stand with your back against the wall, flattening your lower back. This gently engages deep core muscles. Seated AB holds. Sit tall, lift one foot slightly, hold, and switch. It sounds simple, but your core will feel it. Gentle trunk twists. While seated, twist slowly side to side, keeping your spine tall and your movement smooth. And what about your daily walks? If you're walking on hard pavement every day, that's great, but your joints might be craving some variety. Pavement is hard. It doesn't give. Over time, it can wear on your knees and hips. Try rotating in these joint-friendly alternatives. Water aerobics, the buoyancy supports your joints while providing resistance. Cycling builds strength around the knees without pounding the pavement. Tai Chi gentle, flowing movements that improve balance and lubricate your joints. Chair stretches ideal for low-impact days, especially when energy is low. Aging gracefully isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about doing the right things consistently. And here's the truth. Walking alone isn't the enemy, but it's not the hero either. If you want to move confidently, avoid injury, and stay independent for as long as possible, you need more than just a daily walk. You need strength to lift, balance to stand tall, flexibility to move freely, core support for posture, and joint-friendly movement to protect what matters most. So let me ask you this. Which one will you start with today? Is it standing on one foot while brushing your teeth? Is it stretching before breakfast? Or maybe it's trying water aerobics for the first time? Whatever it is, start. Your body will thank you. And before you go, I want to invite you to take a powerful next step with me. Subscribe to this channel if you're ready to age with strength, grace, and confidence. We're building a community where aging isn't something to fear, it's something to master. Comment below with the words balance and beyond if today's message hit home. I read every single one. And don't miss the next video, where we'll talk about why posture could be the secret to keeping your brain young, and how to fix it in less than 10 minutes a day. Let's age with intention, not just habit. You've got this. And I'll be right here, cheering you on.